Hey guys, it's me, Bella, and today we are going to be reading. Yay! I live for the applause, live for the applause, live for the way that you cheer and scream for me. Okay, we're done. Isabella, stop it. Please don't stop it. No, okay. I hate when I see like lyrics that are in songs. Okay, so anyway, today we're gonna be reading "With Your Love" by Hey, it's Hasna, which is a cool name, or Hey, it's Shasna, but I think it's Hey, it's Hasna. So today we are going to be singing. Singing. What are we doing? I'm gonna sing it. Entered into our Fred Watch 2013. I think in major editing. Just to read a bit of my latest chapter to see how much writing has improved. Falling in love with your best friend seemed too cliche for my liking. So me and my best friend always knew we were going to do just that. However, life is unexpected. No one knew before I knew. Okay. Anyways, we're not going to be doing that anymore. So, whoa, what happens? Okay. Let's read this. However, life is so unexpected, and before I knew it, I had a brain tumor. Was stripped of my own life, and I'd given a new one. A life without my best friend. My lord. I left the X Factor where I had made it up to boot camp, but it didn't matter. My dreams were crushed. There was no hope. I never did tell Niall about my brain tumor and just cut contact with him. He didn't need to worry about me. What I didn't realize is that faith also comes into play as well. Faith does whatever the hell it wants. So the next thing I know, here I am, reunited with my best friend. My brain tumor is gone, and I have my best friend back. It's times like these where I realize it's just too good to be true. And it is. Slowly, without even meaning to it, I started falling for the boy who is none other than my best friend. Everyone knows falling in love with someone you simply cannot have is a nightmare. And I feel as though this nightmare will just never end. I'm going to be right back because I'm very thirsty. So I shall be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back with some water. Good enough. Okay, so now we're going to be reading, since we just read this, we're going to be reading the very first chapter, right? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is the please read before I continue. Okay, looking back, my writing was terrible. I mean, horrifying. Please excuse it. And keep reading. I promise to fix up the beginning chapters once I get time. I swear, the first few chapters are just shivers. Terrifying me. It will get better. My writing has changed quite a lot, so keep that in mind. Love Hasna. My Twitter is now currently at TomlinVintage. Ignore the one that I wrote in the author's notes. I changed my at name a lot. Love you all! Okay, now we're on very chapter 1. And I must always get a drink before I read. Alrighty. Chapter 1. I lay in bed, refusing to glance at the time because I didn't want to get out of bed. It was just one of those days where your mind seemed to think about the most random topics imaginable. Anything seemed interesting to me right now. Valerie, wake up, you lazy excuse for a human being! My best friend Taylor yells somewhere from downstairs. I groan and turn over in bed, not wanting to get up at all. I lived with my best friend, Taylor. We just understood each other. I've never really been this close to anyone except for Niall. Yes, Niall. As in Niall Horan. From the world's biggest boy band. One Direction. I smile as the memories flooded through my mind. Flashback. Smile! Niall said, no! I reply, hiding my face in his chest. Why? He asks. I look funny. I say, no you don't, now smile! It was a gorgeous day, and Niall and I were at a house near the pool where the rest of our families, with the rest of our families. I caved and finally looked to the camera with a smile. The second I did so, Niall's mom grabbed the camera and snapped a picture of us too. This is a great picture to show in a slideshow when you two are married. This is a great picture to show in a slideshow when you two are married, she says, laughing. Everyone that went to our school always laughed as Niall and I were dating, but we weren't. We were just best friends. And I never felt anything more or less for him. He was just a brother to me. Niall, at least smile. You look like a baby raccoon that has just lost its mother. Mora, Niall's mom said. Niall and I were laughing so hard that Niall fell into the pool, and because he was holding me, I fell with him. I snapped out of the flashback and smiled, mostly to myself. My life wasn't perfect. Far from it, actually. Far from it, actually. I was only really good at one thing, singing. After much convincing, Niall made me audition for the X Factor with him. I made it pretty far, up until the first round of live shows, actually. I was a pretty modest person and never really accepted compliments on my voice. However, I will admit that I wasn't the worst singer out there. Anyways, once I got to the live shows, my whole world turned upside down. One more drink of water. I'm sorry I'm taking so many water breaks. It's just that I've been running around a lot. So. Okay. I found out I had a brain tumor. Until this day, my best friend doesn't know why I left the X Factor. Niall and I never talked. I ignored him because I didn't want him to know what had happened to me. I regret it so much because now I can't get a hold of him. He's famous. There was no chance in hell of talking to him again. Why is it that when you lay in bed and feel lazy, that your mind decided to wonder and think about every dang thing in the world? I sigh and get out of bed and stretch my sore muscles. I know how you feel. Ow, my neck, my neck, my neck, my neck, my neck, ow, ow. Okay, continuing on. Taylor, what's for breakfast? I scream, skipping down every other stair, trying to get to the kitchen quicker. I fail and end up sliding down the stairs. I whimper a bit and pull my sorry butt off the staircase. You are really funny if you think I made something. You're really funny if you think I made something, she yells, even though I was standing literally not even a foot away from her. McDonald's? I asked. For sure! For sure! She cried. Let go then! Let go then! I say, grabbing her hand. I can't at the moment. I'm actually quite busy, she tells me, flipping her blonde hair. I don't have blonde hair anymore. Okay. Actually, I don't have blonde hair at all. Taylor was quite the opposite of me. While she had blonde hair and sparkling blue eyes, I had brunette hair and hazel eyes. I have really dark brown eyes. Taylor walked out of the kitchen and into the living area of our home. I see that she had a game of bowl set up in the living area. What the hell are you doing? I asked her, a bit thrown off. What was she trying to do? Questioning me again? I thought we've been over this. You don't question what I do, she tells me. Okay, whatever. Should I call Josh? I asked. Josh was another one of our friends. He and Taylor were friends even before I met her. Taylor and Josh have a love-hate relationship. They can't stand being with each other or without each other. They were just like a pair of siblings. Yeah, she says, very concentrated on her orange, busy aiming it at the paper towel rolls. I've done it before. It's weird. Okay, I think it's gonna be like a chapter, a video, or maybe two if we can fit it in. I sighed and walked over to where my phone was and dialed Josh's number. Hi, this is Josh. Leave a voice message. Unless you are Taylor or Valerie, because you two are annoying, his voicemail said. I stuck my tongue out at the phone and hung up. Hey Taylor, Josh is probably asleep. Let's go wake him up, I tell her. Taylor and I have Josh's house key that he gave us, and vice versa. It was mostly because of situations like this when we needed to go to McDonald's and the other would unknowingly starve without it. It was only fair, really, to take care of our friends. Taylor, put your game away. I'm hungry. Let's go. I say she pouts, I'm coming. Ugh, I'm coming. And with that, we sat in the car and Taylor started to drive. You're gonna kill us! I scream while covering my eyes as Taylor tries to drive, painting her wet nails as well, while painting her nails as well. At least we're gonna die in style. At least we're gonna die in style. She replies fabulously. How the hell did you get your license before I did? How the hell did you get your driver's how the hell did you get your license before I did? I muttered under my breath. I tried taking my driver's test, but I would always fail miserably, which I was never understood because Taylor had always been way worse of a driver than I was. Somehow, with the help of Jesus, we made it to Josh's house safely, without anyone dying. His house was pretty small since he lived alone. However, me and Taylor took it upon ourselves to paint one wall pink. He was pretty pale, but it didn't matter. He couldn't ever say it mattered us for long. I walked into his bedroom and saw him on his bed, blanket on the floor, pillow on his feet. For all we knew, he could be dead. Taylor stopped by the fridge and got out of his bed. I wasn't actually sure what she was doing, but when she walked over to Josh, I kind of got an idea. Taylor threw a piece of bread at him, and Josh sprang out of bed, jolting suddenly out of his sleep. Get out of my house! He screams. No, now get off your arse if you want McDonald's. I scream. He eyes me before asking, You paying? You paying? Yeah, sure, whatever, I say. He gets up and grabs the shirt and that's what it says, takes the shirt from his closet and pull it over his head to wear. Let's go. Josh, Taylor says, you aren't wearing any pants. What? You aren't wearing any pants, man, she says, pointing to his boxers. Oh, he says, and grabs a pair of jeans, put those on as well. What happened? Let me find that again. Oh, he says, as he grabs a pair of jeans and put those on as well. Wait, let me go brush my teeth too. We had finished eating our breakfast and we were waiting in the car for someone to get an idea of what to do next. Okay, so what's the plan, Josh asked, turning the engine of the car on. I don't know about you, but I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything, no, okay. I don't know about you, but Taylor and I are going to the mall. Taylor Swift, of course, she put that in there. So stupid of you. So stupid. I say, but I don't want to go to the mall. He whines. Too bad you're gonna have to. I'm sticking my tongue out at him. What do I look like, your chauffeur? He asked me. Well, you are the only one who can drive, I say. Taylor clears her throat. I can drive too, she says. I think she meant without killing us, Josh adds me, cocking an eyebrow seriously. Exactly, I say as Taylor pouts again. Is there anything you guys need in particular, he asks. Nope, Taylor says. So we are going to be there for a long time? So we are going to be there for a long time, he wants, leading me to change our minds. Yep, me and Taylor chorus together. Poor Josh. No, Victoria's Secret again, please, Josh says. OMG, I just remembered the semi-annual sale. I screamed at something. Jesus, why are everybody screaming? Josh moans and hits his head onto the steering wheel. I swear, you both will be the death of me someday. But you love us! I keep pinching his cheek. Stop! I'm trying to drive! Josh is slapping me away. Jesus, you're gonna kill it. What crawled into your trousers this morning? Taylor asked. The bread you threw at me, he cried smartly. Author's note. Okay, so I wrote another fanfiction called Your Nightcap Tonight. Yeah, we're not gonna read that. You can read that. You can pause it right now. So I gotta go. My subscribers. I hope to get some subscribers. I'm probably gonna be reading you this whole story, but I gotta go before it stops on me. So I love you. Peace out, my kitty scouts, or whatever you wanna call them. Remember, the possibilities are endless, and I love you.